When I was 8 years old, I was a normal boy. Did well in school, was a good athlete, actually had a few girlfriends. My mother had asked me to go across the street and warn my neighbor that they had an aggressive yellow jacket's nest. So I grabbed my friend who was 7. We walked across the street to tell the father, and I preface this by saying I had the most conservative parents you've ever met. Whatever it was, I wasn't allowed to do it if there was any chance I could ever get hurt. Knocked on the door, the father wasn't home, but his 15-year-old daughter was. So we proceeded to tell her about this aggressive yellow jacket's nest. She grabbed a match, threw it down, and nothing happened. As we all know, a match in and of itself will do nothing. So as we're standing there doing our job, we're about 10 feet away from the nest, watching these yellow jackets flying in and out. Next thing we know, she's standing behind us with a cup of gasoline. She didn't say a word. All I did was feel gasoline splash me, and within an instant I see it hit that match. Next thing I know, I'm on fire. The girl who had set us on fire panicked, and she was hiding behind some bushes. I grabbed a water hose and stood there and put my friend down. Then I remember alternating the hose between both of us, trying to cool us off. The heat was so intense, it's something that I could never describe in words, but I remember looking at him, as well as myself. We're both blackened and charred, our skin literally just melting off, and just trying to think, man, what just happened? And really just trying to grasp what was this new reality that I was about to face. My parents, for whatever reason, did not take pity on me. They did not treat me like a kid that was suddenly told that he would never play sports again. And I remember one of the things when I was told they were going to have to amputate my ear due to gangrene. My mom wanted to be the first one to tell me about it. And to break the news, she said, "Shay, I want you to look at your dad over there. You see those big, goofy-looking ears he's got? You were so lucky. You were only going to have one of them, not 2. And I think that was part of it. I just learned early on that, you know what, bad stuff happens to everybody. I'm no different than anybody else. But one of the things I told myself from when I was 8 and when the doctors first told me that I would never be able to play physical sports again was I was going to redefine what was possible. I was no longer going to be defined as the burn kid. My whole goal was to be defined as an athlete. I knew I couldn't take away the scars. I knew that the scars were something I was going to have to live with the rest of my life. But I was really convinced if I committed myself to becoming an athlete, I could convince people to look beyond the scars and really see me for who I am.